Hello, students. This is the 2 minutes or less TikTok style version of Chapter 2. Her point is the art of summary. So I want to quickly tell you, summary should be a balance. You should make sure that you're true to the author's ideas as well as focused on your own intent, right? So on one hand, you want to put yourself in the author's shoes. You want to suspend your beliefs. You want to inhabit the author's worldview, right? So when writing a summary, you must suspend your own beliefs and opinions and write an unbiased summary. Next. Again, want to make sure that it's not very biased, right? Sometimes a short summary is necessary. It's an appropriate thing, depending, especially if you're doing like an in-class essay. 2 to 3 sentence summary, ready to move on? That's perfect. So you must tell enough of the summary so that the reader knows and will understand the text that you're referring to. So your goal is, right, to respond to a single author, right, and tell the reader enough that they're going to be able to understand what that other author was saying. Do not create a cliche. There's this thing that they call in the book closest cliche syndrome, and it's sort of that like confusing the ideas with something that you already believe. One example would be Dr. Martin Luther King's letter from Birmingham jail, where a lot of people will just say, oh, it means let's all get along, when that's not exactly the point, right? A good summary also has a spin or a focus, meaning that you're focusing on where you're going to go in your own essay later on. Summarize with your own agenda in mind, okay? Beware of list summaries. They can be really boring. In the text, there is an interesting little cartoon that says the effect of a typical list summary, and they're falling asleep, right? And she says, and then this, right? That's boring. Okay, so we don't want to do that. However, right, sometimes list summaries are good. Sometimes they're effective because it helps you organize and unify your agenda. However, it just depends on the situation. Sometimes a satirical summary is also good, but in general, you want to stay away from that until you really got that skill down. Lastly, I want to tell you, use those signal verbs that fit the action. It makes it less boring and less bland when you say something like authors urge, authors challenge, authors indict, authors declare, as opposed to she says, she says, she says. Okay? There are lots of different templates in the text for you that you can look through. Use those. Use the templates, use the verbs, and create a great summary because I know that you all can do it.